Howdy folks, welcome back to another video. Hope you guys are all doing well. Today we're just going to be doing some more maintenance around the property, getting some more stuff cleaned up, cutting some more trees down, just kind of maintaining our woods and making it look a little bit nicer out there. But before we get all hot and sweaty for the day, gonna run into town, gotta make a stop at Tractor Supply, gotta get some stuff for our tractor, which is actually coming tomorrow, just to get prepared to get that. Well, that was cool. I made it all the way down to the main road, and of course it is blocked off there, doing some utility work. So now I've got to drive 3 miles in the opposite direction just to go in the opposite direction from there and backtrack. So, great start to the day. Got this wheel spinner for the steering wheel of the tractor here. Make it a little bit easier to make some slow movements. Eventually I would love to put a truck toolbox here on the back of mine. That way I don't have to throw all my tools in the bed. Alrighty, well we have made it back from Tractor Supply, got everything we needed. Ended up just getting one of these little wheel spinners, make it a little bit easier to turn our tractor. I'm gonna run inside real quick, and I think I'm gonna clean this truck out because it's kind of filthy on the inside and the bed could use a good sweep out. Alrighty, we have made it down to the barn. Gonna clean out the cab of my truck as well as the bed. It's a little bit dirty right now, and I feel like it's always easier and better to do work when you have a clean workspace. So I'm gonna clean that out real quick and then we'll get busy on the woods. Now something I do regret is getting the super cab over the crew cab. The crew cab has a little bit bigger of a storage compartment underneath the back seat, which would be huge. Kind of harder to store all of my straps underneath the small compartment that the super cab comes with, but just got to kind of make it work. Alrighty, so I took out pretty much everything inside of the truck. Need to fit basically all of this stuff over here underneath the seat here, which I don't know if will happen, but we'll try to get it there. Obviously my reciprocating saw is not going to fit underneath the seat, but we'll figure that out. Well, just as I said that, I forgot I still have to do the bed, which pretty much everything in here needs to be in the cab of the truck so it's not rolling around, sliding around, breaking stuff or breaking itself. And folks, when you're putting your ratchet straps away, do it the right way. This is going to take me 30 minutes just to untangle all of them. Do it once, do it the right way so you don't have to do it multiple times. I also think in the future it would be really cool to kind of build a DIY back rack for the truck bed that fits underneath my bed cover. Kind of hold the chains and ratchet straps and everything like that. I've been thinking about trying to rig one up, so maybe one day we will go through with that. And just to kind of show you guys what I keep in the back, I've got a tow strap under here, a 10,000 pound ratchet strap, couple of these shackles, my nylon rope, and then I've got 4 1,000 pound ratchet straps that I keep inside. And then there's a little roadside kit underneath those rags there. Then in the side door, keep some WD-40, some duct tape because it fixes everything, and a lock. You never know when you're gonna need one of those. Then I also have 3 of those green ratchet straps. Those are all 500 pound capacity. And then the other 2 yellow ones, the smaller ones, are also 500 pounds. Probably not gonna keep those in the truck. I may throw them in the bed, but I don't really ever use them. Those orange ones are usually what I use. Alrighty, well, it has been like 2 hours since I filmed anything. I was editing yesterday's video, and safe to say it took a little bit longer than expected. So I'm going to shut up, throw my GoPro on, and get some work done before the sun goes down. Alright, so right now we're just trying to get a tree that is already cut unstuck from the other trees, and we're gonna have to use some ropes to do that. Alright, new plan. Gonna try to tie this rope around on the base of the tree and get it, the bottom of it here, to swivel out and pull it with the truck. I think I've pretty much ruined this rope, which is unfortunate, but you can always buy a new one. Alright, hopefully this works. right, let's try the other side. All right, change of plans. Gonna go try from this side over here. See if we can't get that to budge. Oh my. There we go. Let's go, baby. Come on. Oh, thorns, thorns, thorns. That works. We were able to get that tree down, just use the truck to pull it out. Luckily it didn't fall on this shed or anything, or the truck itself. Well, I was driving that last brush pile down here and I didn't realize how much we've really removed, and there's quite a bit down here. Now the stuff with the blue tarp in the back there, that was already here, but everything else was either from Ben and I or myself over this last week or so, just clearing out that area up closer to the house, and we've removed quite a few trees. It is also a gorgeous night out. I love when the sunlight shines through this pasture here. It's really, really pretty. Alrighty, just got done eating dinner with the family, ran down here to the barn, forgot I need to clean it up before tomorrow. Something kind of weird is this light right here was out all day, and as soon as I walk into the barn, it comes back on. It's kind of creepy. But in the process of cleaning my truck out earlier, I ended up leaving quite the mess in the barn, so got to get that cleaned up. And while I do that, I'm going to answer some questions you guys asked me on social media. Before I get started though, I have a genuine question for you guys. Have any of you ever had problems with millipedes, centipedes, whatever they're called? These things are literally all over the place. They're in our house, they're in the barn. If y'all know how to get rid of them, please let me know. Alrighty, gonna try to fold up the rest of my ratchet straps while doing this and answering some questions from you guys as well. Andrew asks, when are you visiting Florida again? Well, to be honest, definitely sometime this year. As to when, I don't really know. Obviously have lots of friends and family that I'd love to visit down in Florida, so we'll try to make that happen. I know we've kind of talked about going to the Panhandle in the winter. Not so sure if that'll actually happen or not, just like everything else I talk about, but yeah, definitely like to go to the Panhandle, then also down to South Florida, kind of where we were, and do some visiting as well. And yes, I'm zip tying my ratchet straps, don't judge me. I rarely ever use these. I think the last time I used them was in the move, so for easy storage, I'm just gonna zip tie them. If I need them in a pinch, well, I'm screwed. Liam asks, target shooting / CCW. I'm gonna guess that was a video idea, which I always love hearing from you guys on some video ideas, so I of course appreciate that. Yeah, I'd love to do some more target shooting videos. I don't carry and conceal though, so maybe referring to my open carry firearm, which is my Taurus G3C. Definitely could go of a more intensive breakdown for you guys if you would like. If that's something you guys would think would be cool, then I'll definitely try to make that happen. But yeah, I'd love to do some more target practice videos. I think that'd be really cool. John asks, what is your favorite part about Alabama? The state in general, I would say the landscape. There's a lot of pretty sights out here. I love mountains, and so being able to live in that is really cool. Now to our area specifically, I'd say the people. Everyone here, for the most part, haven't run into too many bad people quite yet, but for the most part, everybody here is really kind and caring about one another, very neighborly, which coming from the Tampa Bay area is quite the polar opposite for sure. And I'll break that down even further. My favorite part of our property is probably the pond, even though it's nothing worth talking about right now just because it's kind of run down, but eventually I know I'll be out there probably every day ripping lips on some bass. Clayton asks, what do you miss and don't miss about Florida? Definitely a lot easier to talk about the don't miss than the miss. I would say I definitely don't miss the traffic. I do not miss the people and I do not miss the weather. The reason I say I don't miss the people, everybody around there seems to have some sort of issue or attitude with each other. Seems like it's a lot harder to get along with someone down there than it is up here. I also don't like the politics of Florida, not like literally politics, but the political games everyone likes to play with each other. We didn't have an HOA in our neighborhood, but a lot of people like to act like an HOA president, thinking they could dictate what other people couldn't do. Just a lot of uptight people that I really not a fan of. Now, some things that I do miss, I miss my friends, my family, obviously. Those are some pretty big things. Also miss the variety of food choices. It was nice to have a lot of different choices where you could go grab some lunch or dinner. But up here, you know, you gotta kind of make a long drive if you want to go somewhere in particular. But overall, I do not miss Florida. Clayton also asks, how does Alabama compare to Florida? I'd say it's pretty hard to compare the two fairly. They're each pretty unique in their own ways. I mean, Florida's got their beautiful beaches and a lot of waterways you can explore. Alabama's got a lot of waterfalls and national forests. So they're very unique in their own two ways. I mean, I don't know how you could compare them. It's still hot here, I guess. The weather is not too much different. I mean, you got a less of a risk of a hurricane, higher risk of tornadoes, but it's still hot here, but not as humid as Florida. I guess that'd be a good comparison. But yeah, kind of hard to compare the two. Well, it is getting kind of late tonight. I think I'm going to head in here just in a minute. But before you go, I do have a piece of advice for y'all tonight. Figure it's been a minute since I've done one of these, so here you go. And tonight's advice, I am preaching to the choir. Today I woke up way later than I expected to. I mean, I got up at a decent time, but I stayed in bed on my phone basically for an entire hour, burned an entire hour that I could have been outside working on the woods or doing some more important stuff than just scrolling on social media. So my advice for you guys tonight is don't be lazy. When I didn't get up on time this morning, it pretty much killed my entire mood for the day. You know, I didn't get nearly as much work done today as I would have liked to, and that's all from just being lazy. So whatever it is that you do, get up, get after it, get it done. Do your thing. Whatever it is, just do your thing. But that is pretty much all I have for you guys tonight. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Make sure you stay tuned for tomorrow's video where we are finally getting a tractor. I don't know if you guys could tell I'm excited. I've only mentioned it probably 200 times. But hey, it's a freaking tractor. I mean, who wouldn't be excited? Anyways, super stoked for tomorrow. Gonna be making quite the video, so again, make sure you guys stay tuned for that. Also, make sure you guys leave a like on this video, and if you would, share it. And if you haven't already, make sure you guys are subscribed to my channel. But that is going to do it for me today. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll catch y'all on the next video.